Good evening all. Over the past 7 days, the strong and friendly relations which exist between the government and people of Dominica and the people and government of the People's Republic of China have been very evident, as the medical personnel and crew of the Chinese Navy hospital ship, Peace Ark, have visited different parts of the island and provided medical services to thousands of our citizens. We are grateful for the openness and generosity of the government of the People's Republic of China, and thank especially the high-level representatives, Rear Admiral Guan Bilin and Rear Admiral Chin Wei, for gracing our country with their presence. As is well known, our island's medical service has been considerably disrupted, firstly by Tropical Storm Erica in 2005, and 2 years later by the devastating winds and rain of Hurricane Maria in 2017. Even under normal circumstances, some of our patients are forced to travel overseas to receive specialized care in the more critical areas of medicine. The medical facilities and professional medical staff of the Peace Ark have therefore been a godsend to those patients who have been waiting for specialized care, as well as those who simply wished to verify that all was well with their health. Ladies and gentlemen, it is clear from the reports that I have received from our health authorities that the coverage of the ship's medical personnel and facilities has indeed been impressive. During their visit here, the Peace Ark surgeons undertook 20 major surgeries and attended to an average of 800 patients per day. Additionally, medical teams were dispatched to Granby, the Kalnago Territory, Portsmouth, and Lapland, and from all reports, those visits went very well. The ship's engineers were also engaged in the repair and maintenance of medical equipment, mainly at the Princess Margaret Hospital. An opportunity was also provided for members of the public service to review their health status, while many senior citizens were assessed and attended to during the visit. Ladies and gentlemen, as someone who was pivotal to the decision to establish diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China some 14 years ago, I feel particularly satisfied that the people of Dominica have benefited not only from the short and intense visit of the Peace Ark, but from the longer term and multifaceted development support provided by the government of the People's Republic of China in infrastructure, agriculture, health, and other critical areas. As is already well known, certainly by the users of the Princess Margaret Hospital and by residents of Goodwill, a modern monument to the friendship between the Dominican and Chinese people is being constructed on the grounds of the Princess Margaret Hospital. This facility will not only transform the architectural landscape of the Goodwill area, but will be a central element in the delivery of top-notch quality medical care in our country. The buildings will be aesthetically pleasing and they will be climate resilient as well. The new hospital will have concrete roofs and storm-proof windows, among other features. Of course, we are aware that high-level medical care requires more than just resilient buildings. Consequently, with our Chinese friends, we are paying due attention not only to the installation of the latest medical equipment, but to the training of the doctors, nurses, and technicians who will staff the new facility. Currently, our medical service has been boosted by the presence of 4 Chinese medical specialists working along with our medical personnel in key areas such as surgery and oncology. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, it has always been the view of the Dominica Labour Party administration that development is in essence about people, and that our focus should be not only on their well-being, but on building their capacity to contribute to the well-being of their families, their workplaces, the communities, and ultimately the nation. This is why we have been pleased with the support being provided to our young people for professional training at university level and also for skills development. The scholarship program, under which some 10 students per year have been undertaking studies in Chinese universities, is continuing. This year, scholarships were provided for studies in mechanical engineering, environmental science, film, as well as diet and nutrition, among others. However, we are particularly thankful for the effort of Ambassador Lukun and his staff for ensuring the commencement of a Dominica-specific bilateral training program intended to offer vocational training in a variety of areas that will impact positively on the productivity of young people as well as our business houses. Already, some 50 people have traveled to China under the program, and we have been assured that additional programs in horticulture, hydroponics, agro-processing, plumbing, landscaping, masonry, stonework, and other construction skills are being put in place. Workers in the fields of IT and tourism will also benefit from the intensive training programs. Ladies and gentlemen, I have on many occasions spoken of the importance of roads and communication infrastructure to the social and economic development of our country. The contribution of our Chinese friends to the reconstruction of the Eo-Libla Highway is therefore fully appreciated. Permit me also to say a few words in respect to Dominica's plans for the agricultural sector, yet another sector in which our Chinese friends have been fully engaged in partnership with us. We know that one of the central pillars of our economy is agriculture. We see this continuing for the foreseeable future. Central to our vision for this sector is our capacity not only to feed ourselves, but to continue to export surplus produce to our Caribbean neighbors. The reality, though, is that if it is to continue to play a key role in the lives of our rural communities, the sector must be modernized, not only in terms of what we grow, but how we grow it. In essence, our agriculture must become scientific. It must attract to itself a new breed of farmers who are apt at the business of agricultural production, but also at agriculture as a business. As our Minister for Agriculture and his staff have already discovered, this post-Maria phase of agricultural development is an exciting one. Not only must we replant our coconut groves, our fruit trees, and our bay trees, but we must identify new crops, develop our vanilla and traditional grasses that will continue to a vibrant sector, including the expansion of the essential oils industry. Central to this endeavor is the building of our capacity in tissue culture. As you are already aware, the government of the People's Republic of China has committed to building in Portsmouth a state-of-the-art agricultural facility focused on the production of new planting material using tissue culture techniques. We again thank Ambassador Lu and his staff for the role in ensuring that support was provided for the realization of our dream in this important sector. Ladies and gentlemen, citizens, friends, we are in the independence and reunion season. And we're reminded through our traditional songs of the importance of our culture and our patriotism. Our hope is that the focus on education and training will not divert our citizens from the culture, but will serve as an added impetus to creativity and self-reliance. Several of our people have remarked on the discipline of the Chinese naval personnel, on their diligence and openness. These traits are certainly not foreign to Dominican culture. We have tended, however, to associate modernization with the virtual abandonment of aspects of our intangible traditional culture. Fellow Dominicans, our partnership with the people of the People's Republic of China and other progressive nations cannot be about material benefit alone. We must be willing to consider and, where appropriate, arrogate to ourselves patterns of thought and behavior that facilitate our march to development. We again thank the officers and crew of the Peace Ark for demonstrating that the friendship between our two countries is moving from strength to strength. We believe firmly that the importance of China to the world is increasing by leaps and bounds. Importantly, our sense as to the value of our partnership with China is also increasing. Ambassador, please assure your government and its leadership of our continued adherence to the One China policy and our desire to further cement the bonds of friendship between our two nations. I wish to express the gratitude of the government and people of Dominica to the government and people of China for the continued partnership, solidarity, and support to Dominica. I extend also our thanks to the many persons who made this visit a successful one. The crew of the Peace Ark, the ambassador and staff of the Embassy of the People's Republic of China, the staff of the Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, and the Ministry of Health and Social Services, the police, Port Authority, Customs, Ministry of Education, all those who came together to organize this wonderful and successful visit. Let me end by wishing all the best to the officers and crew of the Peace Ark. It is our hope that as you leave our shores, you will take with you fond memories of our nature island and its hospitable people. We wish you God's guidance as you journey on to Antigua and Barbuda and then to the Dominican Republic. We really want to say a heartfelt thank you, Rear Admiral and the government, for this wonderful, successful visit which benefited thousands of our citizens. Your trip here was short, but the memory of your visit, will last forever. You have touched at the core of our society, the health sector. Thank you, and may God bless you and bless our great countries.